Been quite the day so far in the IEM Katowice Korean qualifiers, but we have some great matches still left to come, as we have INnoVation versus herO up next as we're in the losers bracket. These guys are facing straight up elimination, and this isn't even a qualifying match.
Yeah, it's going to be best of 3. The winner will face Classic in a best of 5 for a spot in Katowice, Poland. And it's cool that we still got 2 series coming up, you know, like good amount of series today, like as much as ideally we'd be able to, you know, have multiple streams and cover all the matchups. Like we definitely got some good ones in there, and it's time to finally qualify and announce the Guardi in the next matches.
Yes, finally. I'm so excited, but maybe not. My town heart is maybe a little bit concerned because, you know, Classic beat INnoVation once already. herO's pretty darn good.
Yeah, but INnoVation's playing for real now. He knows, what's on the line.
He's warmed up. He remembered to turn all the switches on. Okay, well, we'll start to the top left-hand side of Katowice in this best of 3 between 2 great players. To the top left, our blue Terran is INnoVation, a machine. His opponent to the bottom right-hand side is one who has quite a bit of flair in his play, our Red Bros player, herO. I mean, I just remember watching herO a couple weeks back, not even in those Pyeongchang qualifiers against Terran players, against Maru, was it? He really just sort of made to look like a bit of a fool, although he wasn't doing much of this back then. A proxied pylon very early in the game. herO perhaps off to a bit more of an aggressive start here in this series.
INnoVation known for his, you know, safe to standard style, like in this case, not even SCV scouting here just yet. We'll see if he goes for it in a second after his barracks finishes. herO looking to try and catch him off guard here a little bit, and going for a second gateway. Probably for some stalkers here to send forward. In the case of not making a bunker for Terran, it's going to be really hard to defend against something like that. It actually starts a Zealot here on this side of the map here right now, the herO.
Yeah.
And, with the Zealot into stalkers, you can actually snowball completely out of control, especially if not scouted. And as we see right now, INnoVation is not even putting any effort into scouting at all.
And that's the sort of thing he might just get punished for here, you know. Just sort of throwing away the idea that herO is someone who will do things crazy and different, and you know, he could very easily just get caught off guard and lose a lot right from the get-go. First Stalker's on the way. There's the Reaper coming through the top side, but will not go right up into that. Okay, yes he will. There you go. INnoVation sees it just like that, and now he can
bunker right now.
Instantly bunker up. Yeah, he's gonna build on the low ground. I guess he wants to try and protect the CC, but I mean, he's building a reactor. He has no factory, right? Am I mistaken? Is the factory? Oh, he adds on 2 more barracks. Wow, so he really just had very limited gas here.
Yeah, I don't think a factory would be that useful.
Yeah,
remember, stalkers
too long to come up.
They kill SCVs in 3 shots, so that's going to be the one that was building the bunker going down very fast there. He's trying to buy a little bit of time. Now the Zealots will rejoin the fight. The bunker finally about to finish, but how is he going to finish the CC?
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to finish the CC at all. And right now, how does he even get units into the bunker? SCV is saved for the moment.
Get in there, Reaper!
The Reaper doesn't make the jump in. But still, I mean, the CC, right? And even the bunker itself is taking quite a beating. Alright, well,
it's almost finished. If he finishes it and flies it away, he's still alive. But I mean, the Stalker numbers are going to start out building. He cancels eventually. Oh my god.
Wow, and I mean, the Stalker numbers are still rising up here, you know. herO hasn't slowed down at all. He just dives in and out and is going to force damage from these SCVs or even poke in to get an SCV kill. He's only taking shield damage here, which means that he's not actually taking any real damage. Starts up his own Nexus, obviously heavily delayed, but really has put himself into a prime position already here at the start of game number 1.
And when there's going to be like 5 or 6 stalkers, he could just try to take this bunker out, you know, just kill 2 of the SCVs, and then when there is only 1 repairing, just actually take the bunker out. So what a sick rush. I didn't think you'd like properly do this kind of proxy, but herO proved me wrong here with a great attack already early on.
Yeah, herO has really put himself into a great position, and well, this Reaper right now is maybe causing some issues. Stalker numbers at the front still being aggressive and trying to get that bunker, loses a Stalker in the process. A little bit of a shame there as a Reaper picks up a second worker kill now and is hunting for more while also trying to stay alive against the Stalker. Hits a good group of probes there and actually gets 3rd kill. And that will be the end of the Reaper, but still.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah, it's good, right? But still, does it make up for having cancelled the CC and being kind of held in towards your base at the moment, which I guess doesn't matter too much. Still on the way from INnoVation fairly quickly as well.
He got concussive shells, I think, so.
Yeah, it's actually quite dangerous for these Stalkers right now if they get caught.
That's 1 dead.
It's going to go down no matter what he tries to do, so Fortunately, only one. It could have been worse, of course, if he was just a little bit slower to respond. Now he'll lose the gateway as well, so actually, INnoVation puts himself into kind of an interesting position where...
It's weird because like cancelling the CC so late, it feels like that would be so bad for INnoVation, but the economy of herO was so bad anyway with this rush that somehow he made the most of it by not overextending, you know, staying on the bunker and sending SCVs to finish the CC. Like, it was so tempting. It's a mistake that so many would have made, but there was only 3 stalkers there, which would one volley SCVs all the time.
The SCVs just wouldn't even reach the CC before it went down. Dark Shrine from herO as a follow-up right now could be deadly, but can herO actually survive this attack? I mean, we're talking about
Does he have shield batteries?
No, I don't think so. He's starting one now, but I think that's his first one.
Okay, no, yeah, but he has like sentries with Guardian Shield. He should be fine.
I guess those, but still stimmed units, and there's a lot of bio. I mean, that's 5 Marauders, a chunk of Marines.
He's supposed to warp in now more though, like.
He just warped in an extra sentry. As you see, the Observer in the main will just confirm that this is
if he's
triple
saving warp-ins here, be bad.
Well, shield battery starts to get to work. Now herO knows that he does need to warp in, of course, so gets that info. He started up an Immortal just now. Stim is ready to go. There's the force fields. Well, the force fields come down. INnoVation's still not stimming. He's just sort of sitting here, waiting and waiting, and just, I guess, I mean, he's
actually
used
there's no more Guardian Shield and no more energy on the shield battery, but by now there's enough units that... I mean, if he steams, he loses HP. That's the problem, right?
Yeah, he has to be really committed. He's going to go because he wants the sentry kills at least, and he is going to get in towards this. Probe's even pulled in. A Stalker after Stalker going down. And the Mortal coming in on the high ground will be a big savior to this right now, but already 6 workers and dropping 7, 8. Oh man, crazy damage being done here. I don't think he gets the Immortal in time with some extra units coming through. But 9 workers, pretty much every Stalker and all the sentries. And he sees the DTs over here because it started swiping on the army. I think it swiped on his army, so I think he should have picked up on it.
Look at the production tab. I don't see any turret.
I guess so. Now
okay, there it is.
Maybe he didn't see it right away then. Maybe he has a scan already. I guess we'll see in a moment or so. See how well prepared he is for this.
That caution sign, man.
Caution, top Templar.
Earlier it was a Stargate. Now it's the DTs.
I love that that caution sign. It was added, and they explained it like, oh, we want to make it more obvious where the Reaper jump is. So they just added a massive thing that says caution. It's like, I thought they were gonna like make it just like wider or something. I don't know, but anyways, DTs are at work here. Reactor goes down. I mean, 5 workers too. herO doing counter damage that will help him out in this in terms of returning in the game a bit. Tech Lab takes some hits as well on this round.
herO wants the INnoVation to scan right now so he can pick up and leave.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, I think INnoVation realizes that scanning will do nothing here, apart from, I guess, arguably it would save the Tech Lab, right? But Tech Labs aren't that important. They build very quickly, and I think he's very smart to not scan. Maybe the depot becomes a little bit more, you know, important here. He's going to stem forwards, maybe push the Prism back right away. In fact, the Prism gets very low.
Oh!
That is nice by INnoVation. Well played.
He panic dropped out the DT as well.
These guys are, well, INnoVation is actually playing fantastically so far, considering the way this game has gone. He's going to take a +1 upgrade lead as well. How often do you see a Terran in an upgrade lead against a Protoss nowadays?
Never, really.
That Marine was like slow-mo.
Well, to be honest, if that ever happens, you see the double forge being dropped down, and the tide turns quickly while they, like...
Yeah, I know how Chrono Boost works. It's pretty insane. DT has still got that War Prism to get itself out of there, and INnoVation just forcing it back by just having the threat of being able to scan and pick it off. Extra gates and Immortal on the way through. I mean, 4 extra gates at this stage. I mean, I guess it's just safe to move into a 3rd Nexus with, but it still opens up some aggressive possibilities with Blink finishing +1 coming through. I mean, where is herO's 3rd Nexus, right? I mean, just surely soon if he wants to take it.
Oof, that was close.
These DTs are very slippery. They've been getting away at last small HP every time.
Not slippery enough if you ask me. Where is that Blink, Waddy?
Yeah, man. Need some Shadow Strike in this game. There's Blink for the Stalkers, of course, going to be finishing up, and as that finishes, we will see still herO positioned out to take a 3rd Nexus, but hasn't done so yet. Starting to move on the map with just some Stalkers. Has the Prism across the map to utilize if he needs to, if he wants to warp in further.
If INnoVation realizes that there is no 3rd base yet by herO, he might just actually want to play passive, I think. Maybe take a 3rd and then use his main to take a 4th, because then his economic advantage from that would be so huge. Like, it's because of opening DTs, like such a low econ game for herO compared to where it would be usually. Like transitioning into High Templars and Colossus from there is very difficult, I think.
I mean, this is definitely kind of INnoVation wanting to attack because he went 2 bases. He went 5 rocks. He's building Liberators to go for this kind of 1-1 push. Obviously, as you say, with a late third Nexus on herO, it might just be worthwhile for INnoVation to sit back, throw down the third CC. Look at his army supply lead, though. 35 army supply lead, and you
better
know
bet
what,
I'm
man?
looking.
He's herO's playing aggressively himself. Hallucinates a Colossus, but Widow Mines are going to burrow. Lib coming down already, and Immortal in the front, and some trouble. A great force fields to pick up a chunk of this bio. Well, I don't think herO can really stick around here, but definitely stops INnoVation from getting into aggressive positions with Liberator Mine. That can be very difficult to deal with.
I think that was the only observer. It's a pretty big snipe here. Yeah, he doesn't have any more. And I mean, herO is in a position where he can't really afford to make more observers either, right? Like he's not getting the greatest gas economy either. One single forge with the ground armor upgrade here on the way after getting the +1 attack. And he wants to transition into Colossus.
Yeah, real Colossus after that hallucination before. INnoVation still hasn't expanded though, so years are going to be going. And
that army supply is so scary. I feel like if INnoVation just moves across the map and goes for it, but I think that's what herO's doing is kind of threatening for a quick counter attack. And remember, he already has the Dark Shrine. If he was to kill these orbital commands, then DT's kind of reign supreme on the map. So I think that's what INnoVation's a bit wary about.
INnoVation gets caught in a little bit of a skirmish he doesn't want there.
This is false field. What is this, Wings of Liberty or something?
I guess, I mean, I really feel like INnoVation can just go across the map, though. I mean, I know what you're saying about the fast counterattack, but is it going to be that fast? Yes, DTs really do make base rate in a very kind of, well, a very cautious situation, as we are going to see it going to happen, though.
Did he rally his reinforcements on the high ground? No.
No, they're on the low ground at the moment. There's a Liberator here against this many Stalkers.
There's quite a few mines.
Well,
remember,
yeah,
there's no
mines.
observer. He could bait the shots with Blink, but he has to do it perfectly. He's going to try to bait some friendly fire. INnoVation with a quick reaction. Now Widow Mines rebarrel, but Stalkers already blink forward.
Okay, some big connections from the Widow Mines here as we see the army came back from INnoVation. How do you recall out of this? Well, you just don't without taking a lot of damage. He will just get it with the force field, but he loses 2 Immortals.
Debated. He pretended he was going to move across the map, and then herO immediately going for the counter-attack, knowing that he couldn't deal with this army on his own side of the map. INnoVation just pulls back, re-engaged into this army, snipes some very important Immortals, and now he's going to be on the counter-attack in a second.
Stalkers grab themselves a Widow Mine to start this off. Every unit he can pick off here will be one less thing he has to worry about in this larger fight very soon. The biggest issue, just 4 Liberators, and what does he do against those in what will be a very choked up position here outside his third Nexus? Here we go, Liberators begin to siege. That one Colossus on its own is not scary enough to push this back. Sentries are already dropping. Libs will just keep on pushing forwards, and well, shield batteries are about to finish up here, but INnoVation doesn't even need to really push into those. He's already attacking this base, and currently the probes are fighting on their own.
Yeah, they can't do that. You know, usually what they say is when behind Dark Shrine, but I feel like this game was more like when Dark Shrine behind. It was that good?
As we see the Stalkers blinking into the Liberators, INnoVation will say, pushes forwards. Takes down the Colossi, takes down the Immortal. The third Nexus has already fallen, and we do see herO out of options here. And this is a glimpse of the TvP, which has been bringing a few Terrans through kind of games today. For once, we're going to see Liberators sieging up again, and that is GG INnoVation taking game number 1 of this best of 3.
Very good job here by him, the defense, man. Like I said, I was a little bit doubtful. I mean, it's easy to say, right? We see everything. The thing is, okay, he didn't scout at all. I think that's his excuse, right? Because if he had scouted and seen a gateway in the base of herO,
yeah,
then does he even check for the additional gateway? And you will see that there is 2 gates, right?
But then
and
you would
proxy,
see no Nexus.
Yeah, and so then maybe he cancels the CC. But now not knowing, he saw the proxy gateway. I mean, it's still, I don't know. By seeing the proxy gateway chrono boosting at this time, it's still so scary that I feel like he should cancel the CC immediately and maybe rebuilding on the high ground. But again, you know, I'm watching everything. Like these are far better players than me. Like let's make that very, very clear. So we can't nitpick too much. I wonder actually if he was to play the exact same game and he would scout the exact same thing, would he cancel the CC immediately considering what happened there, or would he still think maybe he can do something slightly better?
I think so, because you just have no units, right? I mean, you have like 1 Reaper.
The thing is, the bunker, that bunker is one of those that like you feel takes forever to build. You're like, please build faster. Like.
Maybe you don't cancel the CC, so it takes a few shots and they don't prioritize canceling the bunker. Because if
or he could send SCVs on the low ground and tank the damage at the front.
Yeah.
Up until because even if he loses like 5, as long as the CC finishes and he has the bunker up, it's totally fine.
There's a lot of ways it can play out. It's very finicky scenario.
Yeah.
Anyways, worked out for him this time. We're going to jump into game number 2 right here. And it's on Neon Violet Square. To the top left-hand side, our blue Terran player. It's INnoVation. He's up against the red Protoss player to the lower right-hand side of the map. Root Gaming, it's herO.
INnoVation last game found his own recall. It's called fake move out on the map and then steam right back in there.
I mean, he had me fooled as well until those units showed back up.
That was the sickest move, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he was baiting and he knew exactly what herO wanted and he completely baited him on in. And honestly, I mean, at the same time, herO, I think, dealt with it very well because those force fields saved him. Force field, then recall. If you've just recalled, he loses so much as the entire bio army just wrecks that army before it recalls away.
The unburrow on the Widow Mines was so sick. Because like that would have been so much friendly fire from the hallucinated Phoenix. And then herO kind of lost patience. He blinked forward. So then when the Widow Mines reburrowed, you know, like Stalkers by default, then that's not the unit they're going to be attacking when you blink them forward. So then he got some big connections onto the Stalkers. Started cleaning up right off the bat.
Great game number 1 from INnoVation. Game number 2 will go a little bit more down the standard route though. Already herO throwing down the Nexus, begin to expand. Remember, the winner of this does play Classic in that best of 5 qualifying match. So it's not an easy move forwards kind of from this point, right? I mean, both of these players is going to have a tough matchup there. I mean, Classic just took down Stats, which for herO spells maybe a little bit of trouble. And then, of course, INnoVation already lost to Classic in the winner's bracket today. So
He wants revenge, man.
I'm sure he
Best
does.
of 5 this time.
Yeah, best of 5. You can't just Protoss me out, right? Right? Maybe. It's very interesting when rematches happen.
Yeah. But it's not a GSL style group stage, so I guess
that's true.
there isn't that thing where like the one that lost the first one always wins the second one.
That's such a real thing as well, though. Like that happens so much of the time.
I don't know, honestly. Like
it actually does. Someone did the stats on it. It's like 70% or something. That's pretty sick, though, isn't it? Like
it's decently high, but
I mean,
like
it's
the
not
way
like
we talk about it,
yeah,
like we're talking about it like it's like 99% of the time, you know, like.
INnoVation going to be doing something we saw Maru doing in the Pyeongchang qualifiers, which is to take a very fast free CC. You're on Neon Violet with the third CC in the back base, though remember that is limited on minerals, so it's not going to be full kind of expansion, but somewhere you could maybe drop wheels to very safely early on, mine out quick perhaps, and then move forwards and kind of use that CC elsewhere. Either way, it's a fast free CC. INnoVation just looking to take the macro lead, while herO goes into that Twilight Council, and of course Blink should be on the agenda. 2 worker kills with the Reaper, also great here.
And herO with the perfect scout actually going for Blink. Maybe it's time to do a throwback. Cheeky 7 gates, Blink Stalkers, you know. Would Terran have enough against this? I guess it's all about the bunkers. I tried that recently on ladder.
Yeah, 7 gate Blink.
Yeah, and I like because you know like Widow Mines get revealed now when after they blow up anyway, so like you don't even need to go for observers. And like I played this Terran and I killed like I don't know like 30 SCVs in a row. It's natural. He just kept repairing, and I was like, he's gonna run out of SCVs, right? But I think he just kept remaking them. So I kept on killing SCVs, but not killing the bunkers, and eventually I lost. I was like, what the hell? It's so sick. Like on paper, I thought it would be a great build, but then I guess I understood right there and then why nobody's doing this build.
Well, herO's going to respond with a very fast third Nexus of his own, so we're going to see both of them playing the free bases nice and quickly here. Plus 1 attack stim pack on the way from INnoVation straight into the bio play behind this. Double forge from herO. We are not messing around. Macro, macro, macro we go. This game herO will have that pretty devastating upgrade leads at some point, so
herO is trying to make up for the lack of upgrades last game with his one
he's like,
sad little forge after opening DTs.
Yeah, that wasn't really cutting it for him.
He's going to upgrade 4-4 this game to make up for it.
4-4. He's going to drop a third forge when he hits 3 bases, and he's going to go shields as well super early. Maybe. 1-1 coming through for now.
When you see Blink and 1-1 like this, and with the third base, like a lot of the time, I think going into Colossus is just going to be so much better than going High Templars, because you already got Blink Stalkers to really help with that.
I'd be very surprised if he didn't go Colossi. I mean,
it's a sick mind game. Like it's something that MC back in the day would do. Like he's only on 3 guises, right now, so it's still could go for charge loss with this, but like we've seen actually a lot of Protosses nowadays, just because Stalkers are so strong, actually skip on Colossus and going for charge loss, Immortals, and then playing with the Prism and being super aggressive. That's also an option, but because of the way INnoVation's played, maybe it wouldn't be as effective. And actually, we get a follow-up Glaives. Yeah, I mean, this was the map where we saw TY.
Yeah. No, this was, yeah, herO against, was it TY? Was it herO Maru?
Oh, maybe, no, yeah, it was Maru.
It was actually, you know what? It was Maru doing this exact build of INnoVation.
Yeah. And
so,
then, you know what broke him? It was that the depot between the main and natural weren't sealed off, and then Adepts started on shedding through completely and killing everything.
There was actually a great tweet about that game, which was like, I think it was Petit Droga tweeted, "It's so great to see Maru deflecting the double prism harass perfectly. To only see both prisms go and warp in on the corner of the main base instead."
Yeah.
It was quite a game, and obviously, if you are going to throw down the glaive, it's going to be heavy on gateway units alone here. I guess, but fairly kind of solid way to follow up rather than Colossi.
I think like maybe in that game Maru got a little bit overconfident back then, because I really feel like if this is happening and Protoss is committed with Adepts everywhere, you transfer all of your SCVs to one base, one single one of them, maybe even the natural, and then that's the one that you gotta focus on defending, only splitting a few small amount of units elsewhere to clean the rest of the Adepts, because Adepts, they're not very good at dealing. They kill SCVs very fast, but actually fighting bio with some medivacs, you know, like lower amount of bio is able to clean them up all over the place. So we'll see in that game if herO plays as aggressive. He's got so many pylons on the map and so much vision that's gonna basically allow him not to have to make many observers at all.
What do you think INnoVation's plays here? I mean, he's just building up into bio right now. What does he go into eventually? Does he just keep massing the bio, take a fourth, and play this late? Or, you know, maybe he starts Liberator sometime soon?
What has INnoVation seen even? Like,
I feel like absolutely nothing apart from maybe a scan here and there. Just the 3 bases, I think. Really no information at all as to what exactly the composition is.
I guess maybe get Ghost and try to fight with a way bigger army eventually.
Yeah, well, he's thrown down the Ghost Academy already, so there you go. I mean, Ghost is the great answer to this kind of mass gateway style, right? You know, if you can get up to them safely, then a couple of EMPs across the Adepts and they will melt so fast, especially combined with like a couple Widowmine shots. So INnoVation is
trying to scout what's happening with one single Marine here and there. Needs to be careful not to get trapped here. There's that one sentry.
Or to let Adepts into his main base. There's War Prism coming through, and INnoVation needs to make sure he has enough to deflect this. Actually grabs a couple of units there, but well, herO is in full swing of things. Warping Adepts down in towards that 3rd base as well, and already INnoVation 15 workers down. He is actually starting to clean this up fairly nicely. At least he's kind of taking damage on his bio rather than workers, which is eventually what you kind of want to end up doing. Clean this up as we see. These Adepts are taking forever to die in the 3rd base, actually. I thought they were going to go down a lot faster there. As Marines trying to catch the Prism, but now obviously herO maybe has a chance to push up this ramp.
Couple of Widow Mines there, and that one really nice turret as well. As herO takes a 4th base, it's more upgrades behind this.
May as well just keep on macro and right, apply the pressure, trade out where you can. Is that just a
2-2 against 1-1? Not bad.
Double Forge, man, it's pretty good. We're going to be seeing this bio force coming down the ramp, and well, Observer will see this still warping in aggressively here. herO is getting more Stalkers ready to go, and as INnoVation sees it, I think he'll have to be a bit more careful. He's pulling Liberators back home. They're out of position though for the moment, as we do see Ghosts available, but I don't think they have energy for the EMPs just yet.
He didn't have time to research Mobius Reactor here. INnoVation fighting on top of the ramp. This army is literally gonna jump him.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of brutal, although the SCV is coming in to do some of the tanking right now. The Adepts, well, in the middle of nowhere, they're not even doing anything, and now they're going to be on their own as the bio comes back.
Not yet, they're not, but now they're going to be.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Close the gates! You can't let them get into the main.
Yeah, you can't let them get into the main. I mean, a wall off at the front would be great as well. They actually shade into liberation zones, so INnoVation picks up a bunch of those in the end. Look at the army supplies! INnoVation's lost so many workers here, but he's kept so much of his army alive while killing so many Adepts. The counter-attack potential is huge with Liberators coming in, a couple of EMPs available.
He needs to kill that Observer and not let herO counter-attack that fast. But I mean, after what happened last game, herO is going to be on extra notice.
What are these Adepts doing? Why would you shade that when you see all of this bio just right next to it? I mean, he's not even moving the rest of his army. I think herO made a mistake there. Now he loses even more. And INnoVation, I really feel INnoVation has enough to counter-attack.
Yeah, but he's worried about the counter-attack, which this time I think like wouldn't work, the thing that he did earlier where he comes back. He does have Ghost this time, so his attack is going to be much stronger.
He's got a lot of liberators
too. When it's like that, like he should just, like all reinforcements, INnoVation should just rally on top of his ramp and just kind of camp there. Because like this attack across the map will kill herO. Like there's no way he's going to be able to hold. So he just, he accepts the base trade. There's no Dark Shrine either this time, right? So if he loses even like some orbitals, it's not the end of the world.
herO shading the depths across to get even more units ready for the base trade. This really isn't that much to be base trading with, though. I mean, 4 Marauders, 5 Marauders are doing a pretty good job of defending so far. Liberators, too, in this sort of scenario are so difficult to deal with because they just are so good against low numbers of
that feeling when your army is so small, you can't even ignite the base trade.
Well, here we go. INnoVation is obviously across the map already. He actually doesn't know about the 4th, either way he goes past it. It is much more important to get on top of the production here, stop further units coming out, because that's the sort of thing that will keep herO alive. You're going to see the liberation zones are what allows INnoVation to really push on through, and herO's pulling back home. But, I mean, he's already losing a lot of power.
His building position, by the way, is kind of playing against him.
Oh yeah, he's
congratulations, herO. You're about to get 3-3, but look at your army against INnoVations.
Well, here we go. This is his chance at depths. I saw a shading around.
Oh, he doesn't have 3-3 yet. For like most of this fight.
Oh, that's a huge
now it's
loss.
there.
I mean, that's one of the things that could have really helped him out. I mean, like you say, it comes in, but look at the Liberator. Still alive on the high ground. A few EMPs helped it along the way, and INnoVation is about to pick up a 2-0 here against herO. The way that kind of Terran players have been speaking, we maybe didn't expect this with how herO's been playing lately. We maybe didn't expect this.
Screaming right now, where is Classic? Bring him to me.
INnoVation, you said he wanted revenge, man. He's setting himself up for it. And herO's going to try and sting, but to what avail, right? I mean, slowly warping in, try for one more attack, but INnoVation just building up so much back at home off the 3 bases. Had to work a lead now as well after so much lost. It's just the Liberators. How do you fight those with such a low stalker number? You don't.
See that beautiful Autosis pylon right there?
It's pretty. And powers everything when it goes down, as we do see the force fields coming in.
52 proms died, by the way.
I mean, what do you expect? He's ran through the 3rd base natural and the main.
Double the resources lost for herO. INnoVation definitely being super cost effective this game, unlike herO.
I really feel there's just a lot of adept shades that were really just honestly questionable, right? You know, shades.
Yeah, but we talked about that game against Maru. It was supposed to be as well, but it's somehow maybe Maru's mismanagement that allowed that.
But at least then the adepts were like actually shaded into mineral lines right away. So much of the time here, these adepts are shading on top of bio on their own or between bases, and you know, eventually, okay, they started to do something, but they could have done so much more already. GG from herO as INnoVation picks up game 2, and he will go through to the qualifying match against Classic, which is a rematch from the winners bracket. Classic won that one. I'm not sure if we had a score on that.
No.
Not sure what the score was there before, but it is INnoVation Classic best of 5 to set us up. And honestly, seeing INnoVation play against herO here, he made some really cool moves. I think he played really well, kind of a very good understanding of what herO was doing multiple times throughout the series.
Too bad Classic is going to do what he does best, and that's DRL the hype train, Waddy.
Come on, Classic.
We'll see.
One time. All right.
Well, one time what? Lose?
One time. Let Terran play qualify. Just want to see INnoVation win something at the moment. It feels like it's been a couple of weeks, you know. As an INnoVation fan, you don't usually have to wait that long.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, we will see, because after this break, it's our final series of the day. One more play will go to Katowice. INnoVation versus Classic after this.